for those who tune in and say, oh, you guys sold out, I promise you, if you were offered what other creators are being offered, you would do it too. What up, y'all? Welcome back to the Everyday Hustle. Here with Ja. She in town. Thought I'd get my hair braided.
Yep.
Squeeze it in really quick. How's your year starting so far?
Oh, amazing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really amazing. Got some good stuff, going on and coming up. And
how's House of Unicorns doing?
House of Unicorns doing great.
Yeah?
Like, really good, yeah. I had a pop-up back in December, and it turned out really great.
In New York?
Mm-hmm.
That's
yeah,
what's
it turned
up.
out great. Had a few
Good
people
for
there.
you.
So I want to do a pop-up in LA next. I'm thinking next month. Mm-hmm.
Let's get to it. That's what's up. I've been just busy creating the influencer course. I think I told you about it.
I can't wait.
Yeah, there was a lot of videos to edit, but that's because I'm giving it to them. I'm not just, and I didn't talk about like what apps to use in terms of editing and stuff. I'm talking about like real, like how to position yourself to work with brands, how to outreach to brands. I even share some of my email scripts. And then I also got these other creators involved who provide us some insight on different topics. It's a really well-rounded program that it's coming out. Like,
I feel like nobody's doing that. Or they did
well, there's a lot of
doing
people
that.
who have courses, but I don't feel like a lot of people have, just expertise around working with brands. Like, and that's the number one question I get. Like, how do you work with brands? And, and I think it's a very important aspect of a creator because for me, working with brands is my number one income generator. And if that is not your number one income generator, then you're constantly in that hamster wheel of producing content in order to sustain.
Right.
And that's good when you're like in the beginning, when you're just trying to find your voice and but eventually you want to be able to have that flexibility to do whatever you want to do. So I think having that element of working with brands is huge.
Yes.
When you're a creator for a while, one of the most important things to do is create a product that showcases your expertise in that space.
That's where I'm trying to figure out too. As far as like what can I sell? I mean, I do clothes and stuff, but that's more customizable. What can I sell that anybody can use?
I think as you gain more experience with the whole clothing thing, you'll have a lot of experience and connects that you can create like a PDF digital product of some sort. People can download and get access to vendors and things like that. How to negotiate with vendors, what kind of shipment, things that some of the downfalls that you had, some of the pluses.
That's true.
Just sharing your experience.
Right. So people want to know that.
Yeah. Any creators in here today viewing? Leave your product in the comments below.
No, for real.
Plug yourself, and that's another thing. That's one of my goals this year is to be more shameless in my self promo. Like I'm kind of like hesitant. I spend a lot of my times working with brands and talking about other brands, but I've always been kind of like once in a while when it comes to my stuff. And that even includes me kind of like being more in front of the camera too. I definitely want to just express more and be shameless in my promo because ain't nobody gonna promote you better than you.
Than yourself, right?
You gotta do it, especially if you believe in what you're doing.
Yeah. I suck at that. Like people be like, "Oh, I like your nails." I just be like, "Thank you," and run away. Like, girl, if you don't say you did it yourself, and I just don't. I don't know.
Because we feel like, oh, it's too promotional, it's too.
Yeah.
But like that's you. That's your thing.
That's
like
right. Or I would like wear House of Unicorns.
Be shameless.
And then I won't tag it or say nothing about it.
Yeah.
And somebody like, "Oh, I like your outfit." Oh, thank you.
And it's a lot more trickier for me because I have my hands in several things simultaneously. So, like for example, I do these motivational audio recordings in the studio, and then I upload them onto like Apple Music, Spotify, etc. I have like almost 30,000 listeners who tune in, but like I never promote it really because I don't want to come off like I'm a musician because I'm not. Like what I'm doing is just it's motivational in the terms of like I'm just talking over instrumentals.
Right.
But it's like people like tune in.
That's pretty dope.
They listen to that while commuting, while working out,
while
you're just working. But yeah, at the same time, like because I do a lot, I sometimes feel like I don't want to promo everything. Like I'm come off like I'm what's they called, the jacks of all trades.
Yeah, you're right.
Got a course.
What are you doing now?
Working with brands here, this fitness that, and course, just all over.
After a while, they be like, okay, which one is for real?
They're all for real.
Right.
I'm on every time, anytime. All right, just changed up. I'm in red because I'm gonna be doing a Valentine's Day campaign. Talking about brands, yeah, I'm working with Hallmark. That's going to make my first campaign shoot of the year so far. So I gotta head over to Walmart really quick. The kiddos gotta come. They're with me today. So let's head over to Walmart to record this Hallmark Happy Valentine's Day campaign I got going on. Alright y'all, so I'm in the Hallmark cards aisle right now. Here's the Valentine's Day. Lots of selections. And the prices are getting better. 97 cents? That's good. Yeah, look out for that content. What up, y'all? So, talking about content creation, I'm about to meet up with a creator right now that y'all might know, Jayla Koriyan. She has a program, a course as well, called YouTube Hustle. So I wanted to connect with her and just chop it up, you know? That's what it's all about, being a content creator. It's connecting with other content creators and just sharing ideas. You feel me? So let's go check out Jayla. Jayla.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm alright. You look like you're about to solve something.
Okay. Solve the creative mystery of how we make this money.
Feel you. So yeah, Jayla has a YouTube channel under her own name, right? Jayla Koriyan? Or is it Jayla Vlogs or something?
Yeah, I have Jayla Koriyan and Jayla Koriyan TV.
Got it.
Beauty in the Vlog channel.
Would you consider yourself an OG of like YouTube?
Yes.
Yeah, fair enough.
Been
I feel like
around.
you've definitely been around since like I started, or like I've been around that
Yeah.
space. So we OGs now.
Yeah.
And then we're in the next phase of our journey being creators, which is programs, launching digital products, courses. You have your own program. Why don't you tell them a
Yes.
little bit about it?
So I have the YouTube Hustle, and it's a course teaching, you know, girls like myself who want to get into the digital space, like how to edit and how to plan your content and what type of content to do and like how to be confident on camera, because those are the things that people like typically struggle with when wanting to start and having like that fear.
Fair enough. Yeah, and I think to piggyback on what you got going on, I'm coming with the program around, you know, how to position yourself to work with brands and how to get paid, because like I was saying, I've worked with hundreds of brands. I think I know a little bit about, you know, how that space works. Do you touch on that in your program?
Yes, I touch on it a little bit, have some templates for them to use, but I feel like it's just a skill that you have to learn. Like you're never going to stop learning about, you know, brand partnerships and talking to teams and negotiating a deal. Like it is an actual skill.
Absolutely, that's why a lot of people have managers.
Yes.
I've never had a manager, so I had to learn this by myself. No one has ever managed me, so I got to see mistakes where I got ripped off. You know, I've had to chase people down for my money. There's times I don't even get my money.
Yeah.
It's a really messy space, but if you know how to navigate it, then worthwhile. I mean, clearly, because when we started, people used to like look at us like, "What the hell are we doing?" Like it's weird.
Yeah.
Like everyone thought we were like weirdos.
Yeah, they did.
But now everybody wants
to be it and do it, and then they're realizing like all the behind the scenes that it actually is, and they don't realize. They're like, "Oh, y'all actually doing all of this?"
Yes.
Yeah. So.
And that's how I actually start the course. Like. The beginning of my course, the first video I talk about is like, are you truly passionate about creating content, or do you just like the byproducts of what you see from other creators?
Yeah.
Right? So I pretty much tell them right after it, like, if you're not passionate about content creating, just hit me up so you can get a refund and just like keep it moving. Because that's the key. You got to be passionate about it. And yeah, there's a lot of work, just like anything else. But like, if you're passionate about it, that's what's going to fuel you to create and make influence as a creator. But yeah, you been pushing out content in the new year?
I have been pushing out content. I want to get on a consistent schedule, just because I actually like being on a schedule and pushing out content like that and creating content in that way, which is so surprising because we have short form content is taking over.
Oh yeah.
It's been a transition for me because I've long form content for so long. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, okay, so we need to now implement short form into the strategy.
And I think that's what keeps a handful of creators in the space, the ability to pivot and adapt to the industry, because the industry is constantly changing. And if you don't adapt, you will be left behind. There's so much creators that I know that started, like, where are they? They're not here because they just didn't adapt. It just got overwhelming. Life happened. So it's a game of pivoting constantly and reinventing yourself while still being authentic to yourself. So yeah, it's definitely a process. It's a journey, but if you're passionate, then you'll stick it through. Yeah,
if you're a creative at heart, then you'll want to do it. Like you'll seek out the knowledge for it because you just would naturally want to learn the skills, and you'll get excited about it. So yeah, if somebody's not excited about it, I would say it's only going to get more challenging. Can you manage more campaigns? Let's start with managing one campaign. Then you have all the layers of the other businesses that once you get to the level of like a creator that has other businesses, then all these business skills. But yeah, y'all hit the link in my description to see Jayla's program if you really want to dive into, gaining confidence to create. She really goes in on the content and just, are all your lives part of the program too from your previous lives? Yes.
Very nice. And yeah, you can hit my program, the Influencer Course program, to learn everything that I know around, connecting with brands, how to position yourself, how to negotiate, and how to know your value, So yeah, I put that all in there. And for those who tune in and say, oh, you guys sold out, I promise you, if you were offered what other creators are being offered, you would do it too. So I get it, sometimes it's excessive, and I get it, I can be excessive with constant, but it's out of my hands sometimes. The brand has needs and demands that I need to meet, and sometimes it's back to back of sponsorships. It is what it is.
Listen, it's advertising and marketing. Advertising and marketing. Can the creator create a good piece of work? Period. That's what you're getting paid for. Can you create a good piece of work? So, and my course is going to the basics of what does your page look like? Are you even in alignment with the brand? So I sometimes have to get the girls together. Like this content that you have is not it. We have to go in a whole nother direction so we can align with brands that you want to work with.
Totally. Nonetheless, y'all hit the link. Appreciate you, Jayla. And what else do I got going on today? Let's do some photos. So I'll catch you guys at a photo scene. I'll take some photos really quick. And I had something I wanted to share with you. The importance of seeing value in yourself no matter what situation you're in. A lot of time we determine our self-worth because of our situations, our environment. But you got to see yourself as an asset. You got to see yourself being grand. You got to be a #1 fan. And for those who are like students who might see other people their age, you know, and different, you know, maybe doing better than them financially, or you see your peers living a different lifestyle, who cares? You got to see value in yourself. You got to see the worth in yourself. You got to see the light before you see the light. Let me repeat that. You got to see the light before you see the light. Hope that didn't go over your head. So just definitely wanted to wrap that up before I take these photos. I definitely wanted to pass on that message to you all, the importance of seeing value in yourself. You're worthy, and you got to believe it. If you don't believe it, then you'll allow the frequency to craft who you are, when you can go internally and see the worth in yourself. Let me know what you think about that. Comment below. I'm about to finish off today's video taking some photos. Really appreciate you all for tuning into another episode of the Everyday Hustle. I really do appreciate you all, trust me. And I want to give a quick shameless plug on my new motivational audio project I released. It's called Stay on Course. Y'all can tune in on any streaming platform, Spotify, Apple. It's the new year at this very moment, so get your mind right, set your mind right, you know, stay motivated all year, every day, not sometimes, okay? But yeah, catch you all on the next episode. Again, thank you. Comment, like, make sure you subscribe too. It's free. Peace.
We all gotta show up and live your life. Life is finding meaning in every action. Life happens to you. Life is to be experienced.